Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty layered organza and satin edged ribbon bow. Now I get my ribbon from the ribbon room. It's really good value for money, but it is very sheer and it does fray quite quickly, so you do have to take that in consideration. But this is roll, and I think you get about 10 meters on a roll, so this is what it looks like, and there's a lot of different colour options as well, so I'll put the link in the description below. And for this one you need 12 times 15 centimeters, 10 times 14 centimeters, and 8 times 12.5 centimeters, because you need 6 for the base layer, 5 for the middle layer, and 4 for the top layer on each side. Now with this, the main thing for me is when I'm making these, so as you can see, you've got the 3 to the left, 3 to the right, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 left, 2 right. So you need to be reminded of like getting your left to your right when you're making your petals, so that you've got one going this way, one going that way, and it will help you balance. So I do use quite a few of these clips when I'm making these, and you do need a little bit of patience with these because, like I said, they do take a little bit of time. Like I said, you do need to concentrate a little bit on the left and right if you're a bit like me and can't always pay attention all of the time. So when I start with 3 of the bottom. I'll do left, well, right there. So fold it over like this to the right, and then you do your 3 to the left, and then what you do is fold that over like that, and then move your clip, so that's one of your left ones, fold it over that way so that your edges line up, left, fold it that way over for your right side, fold it this way over for your last right side. There we go, so we've got those ones done here. Then we're going to do the same. The only thing is we need one random one that you can do to the left or the right, but we need to do the 2 either side, so 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So again, just so I don't get confused and muddle myself, which like I said is very, very easy to do because I do have dyspraxia and it rarely do struggle with my left and my right. I had to restart this video like 4 times because, like I said, I kept on making them the same way instead of opposite. That's why I always start them like this, so I don't muddle up myself up. And again, over and clip the bottom, over, clip the bottom, so there's your 2 left, over, line up your bottom, over, line up your bottom. And then this one, like I said, you can do whichever direction you want, left or right. We just need this for the centre. And then that one is ready to go. And again, you've got 2 left, 2 right in your centre, and this one's going to go in the middle, and those ones are going to go either side to balance it. And I'll show you how to put all them together in just a minute. I'll just do the petals first. And then this top layer is slightly different because, as you can see, this is a bit where I do the twist. So that's what that looks like. And again, always do exactly the same as we just did with the other layers. Make sure you've got your matching left and right. So again, 2 this way, 2 that way. See, got a little red threads all over my desk. Okay, so this one we do one last little twist on these and I'll show you. So we're still doing our normal fold over to meet the bottom, and then what you do, the side that comes together, so there, the side where the petal is, so you can see that's closed in and that's open, so the side that's closed in from, you bring this layer up and bring that across, so that lines up with all of those, and that's where you get your twist. And again, fold it over, so you've got this, and then from the side where your petals are closed in, bring this over, lining up with all your satin edge, clip the bottom, and then you get these this way, and then again there. Now I've got the closure this side, and again it's always from the side that's closed to the open side, line it all up and clip, fold it over, close side, bring that over to the open edge and clip. And again you've got 2 right, 2 left, and that is the key point of this, like I said, making sure you've got all your directions. Okay, and then what you do, and this is the trickier bit in these ones because you need to make sure that you're holding them when you join them up, is take the side which is the flatter one, you want to thread that into there so that all your edges are still lined up, and then clip that across. You want to sort of balance it so it all lines up like this, and we want to do exactly the same again. Make sure you're keeping it all nicely hold closed, but you want to thread that through that middle bit, layer them all together, keeping all your bits at the bottom all nice and straight. And then we can clip that way. And then this one, what I do is using this edge, and again be very careful when you're holding them, is slot that through the back, line it up so that all your satin layer I told you that's why you have to be careful. All that happens. Pop that back in, re-clip everything. But this is why I use a lot of these clips. So can you see? You got your left and your right, and then you join them so that those layers overlap like this. And we're going to do similar with this one. These layers are slightly easier, but into the bit that you slot into, you sort of want to try and make them even. This side doesn't really matter, just like I said, make them as even as possible. And then this side, instead of going into that one, I want to go a little bit over from that side. Set that over a bit, like that. And this last one, open that up a bit, bring it across, layer it up, and you get this for your 5 petal middle layer. And then the last bit we need to do is our 6 petal bottom layer. And again, pop them in, try and sort of make them as even as possible. Now I use the clips with this instead of pins because if you put pins in, you will get marks all over your sheer fabric. That's the main reason why I use these clips instead. Okay, what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to layer our right side first. Okay, and then what you can do, doesn't matter which side you do, I try and do it so that they're sort of overlapping, can you see? Like that. And then we can clip that layer. So we've got top, middle, well, bottom, middle, top. Okay, and you do this for both sides. You want to do exactly the same thing for both sides. And then you can take your needle and thread. And like I said, be extra careful when you're sewing, because like I said, you don't want to move any clips before you've got your sewing in, because like I said, you don't want any of these to pop open as you're making. So that's why I leave all my clips while we're going. Like I said, make sure they're all lined up and go about 1/2 centimetre up, because otherwise you'll fray this bit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What I try and do is use the satin as the guide. But you want to try and do even, careful of that as well. Okay, almost missed that one. But if we start in, we always want to be coming out as we go out there. Now I don't always count my stitches on these because I tend to put as many as I need to sort of get them all to stay how they should do, but try and balance it on both sides so you've got the same amount on each one, because again these are all about balance and doing things consistently. And then I use my lighter, again try and use the clear blue bit of the flame, so I don't want to burn any of the organza and the satin, and pop that through. And I keep mine in place like this, and then I go back and forth 1 or 2 times like this, and you'll be left with this, which matches this layer here. And then this is what we do. What I do, you can glue the layers together, I thread them. So I take this one back, and where I've sewed my bit there, straight back through. That's the back. And again, where we've sewn this side, back through again. And I just do this a couple of times like this, so that it's nice and secure. And then I stitch it off in the back. 1, 2. Nice and tidy. And it gives you this look. And we're just going to repeat this for the other layers. And then layer everything together and add our clip. Like I said, I enjoy making these bows, but they are definitely ones that I have to have my patience for. Again, before you start sewing, make sure it's all lined up. Again, go about 1/2 centimetre down so you're not fraying the ribbon unnecessarily yourself. Don't move any of your clips until you're sure it's all lined up. Don't be afraid to move it slightly if you need to as well. Make sure you're capturing all your layers when you sew. And like I said, remember, if you start in, always remember the last one is coming out as you're going for your last layer. See there, that lifted down. And this is why we don't use T-pins. Can you see where I put the needle in there? There we go. And again, I pull it all together in the middle. Take the lighter, see all that fraying. Blue clear bit of flame. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, you can stitch off and leave this if you want to, or you can do exactly the same as I do, which is do the circular. But this is what your middle layer will look like with your 5 petals. So like I said, your 2 to the left, 2 to right in your centre. And again, make sure you've got it facing the right way. So it's facing like this. And I just take it, line it up through the thread that I've just done, bring it round, go back through there, make sure you don't get that over there. I'm having a clumsy day today. Round we go, make sure it's nice and tight, go through again, one side, 2 sides. Like I said, you can glue if that is your personal preference. And then I just stitch off in the back exactly the same as we just did the bottom here. And there we go. I'd normally use matching thread or a white thread, but the black just shows much better on this for the tutorial for you. And again, I just adjust those so it's all nice. Just so you know, it is slightly easier to do with gross grain ribbon. The principle is exactly the same, making sure you're left and you're right. But like I said, just I like the look of it in the organza. So like I said, it's entirely up to yourself. Move those clips out the way. I need to redo my thread. Wait a second. And then last layer. And again, when you do these, when you want to put them all together, you can glue them together, you can thread through, whichever you personally prefer. That's what people forget when you're making bows. It's about what you enjoy most and how you work. You can adapt nearly every tutorial to your own sort of key making. So 1/2 centimetre down. 1, 2, how badly they were all lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, remember, if you're starting up, in, always be coming out, never be going down. And again, take it in centre, get all your frays, heat seal, and then 1, back the way you threaded, 2, 3. And this is the look of your centre with your twisted pieces. And again, just where we've sewn on the bottom, glue through, sew through, whichever you personally prefer. Round. Once if you ever get that, just pull until that loop goes. Move all your clips out the way. Round again. That's one round. And stitch off in the back. 1, 2, 3, sew off. And this is what the back looks like, and this is what the front will look like. And then from the bottom, right through the centre, I go 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom, and then what you want to do is you've got your 6 here, so I'd make sure the 5 tip between them, and then that the 4 is layered over there. Move your sides out of the way, and then I wrap it round nice and tight, like so. And a couple of stitch offs in the back. What happened there? Yeah, be careful. Twisted up funny a minute. So this is what you end up looking. I think it's nice as like a gift bow as well. I am going to put some rose green ribbon for the centre. I was lucky, I had some red matching there because I've just topped up ready for Christmas time. I'm going to move all of my clippies out of the way. We've got our clip for the back, bit of glue, line that across the centre, heat seal the middle, a little bit of glue there, centre again. Make sure you move your sides to the right side, and that you've still got your same amount. You've got your 4 up top, 4 there, because that one keeps on wanting to twist around, so make sure you've moved it into position before you wrap fully. Round once, round again there. Just removing everything into place. But be very careful of not lighting your glue. Okay. Just move that a little bit. Move that a little bit there. And then I have got a nice matching satin knot that I did. Just going to measure, made sure I had enough to do it. And you see how fast that's going compared to normal. There we go, that's enough. So just going to glue the sides. Be careful of your fingers as well, because when you're using this, again, you don't have the level of protection that you have compared to gross grain ribbon. It's much thinner, so you can feel the heat straight away on your fingers from the glue. So again, be careful when you're doing things like this. But there is our super cute, super fluffy satin edge organza or sheer ribbon, whatever you personally prefer it, and that is what it looks like. So cute, so pretty, so fluffy. There you go. You can do more layers if you wanted to do a 4th layer and do like 7 petals, and like I said, it will be the same principle as the middle. You do the 3 to the left, 3 to the right, and you centre one on each one, and you can do as many layers or as few layers. You could just do the top 2, and like I said, you don't have to do the twists either if you just wanted to do the same this way. And also it looks just as pretty if you do it so that the petals are facing this way up, so your base ways as well. So you can basically do like 4 or 5 different versions of this just from this tutorial, because like I said, you can just sew the opposite way for the back petals where you get this kind of look, or you can make it fluffier and do the opposite side like these ones. And like I said, it's just so much fun to play with, and like I said, it is a really pretty ribbon for Christmas time as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.